Because my name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
If you're new here, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I do one of these videos. And today we gonna get right into the video. As you can see on the screen, body camera footage of murder of 4-year-old Terrell Miller reveals callous brutality of police. On Monday, police in Western Illinois city of Macomb released edited body cam footage depicted the March 16 police murder of Anthony George and 4-year-old Terrell Miller, whom George was attempting to use as a human shield. The footage shows quite clearly the callous brutality of the police, their complete indifference to human life as they operate in a manner identical to that of an occupying military force. The video of the event shows the whole incident to have taken place in around 16 seconds from the point when the police officers entered the apartment of Sonya Miller, Terrell's mother, after officers responded to multiple 911 calls reporting domestic violence at the residence. Having heard a woman scream, "He's stabbing me," the police officers forced their way into the apartment, encountering Miller. Miller was ordered out of the apartment and warned officers that her son was in another room. The police officers then turned toward the room and encountered Anthony George, Miller's boyfriend, whom Miller reported was intoxicated. George ducked behind a wall and came out holding Terrell along with 2 knives, which was pressed against the boy's body. An officer fired one shot here in the immediate aftermath, of which is not depicted, which hit Terrell in the head, continuing into George's throat, killing them both. This sequence itself occurs in just about 5 seconds. Sonya Miller's attorney, Marlene Suarez, noted at a news conference on Monday, there was no de-escalation, no negotiation. I find it hard to believe that in that heat of the moment, he did not stop and think. I don't know what made him think he could make that shot. Miller himself said they could have done anything besides use their weapon. They had tasers, they had pepper spray, they had all these non-lethal ways to get Anthony George, and they decided not to do it. According to several reports, the identity of the police officer who fired the fatal shot is Lieutenant Nick Grock. The other officer involved in the murder was Corian Cameron. Both officers have been on paid administrative leave since the shooting. Grock has been a police officer with the Macomb Police Department since 2007. In 2019, he won the department's Officer of the Year award, and he has worked as a field training officer for the department since 2008. Grock is a member of the Macomb McDonough County Strategic Response Team, a tactical unit no doubt well-versed in employing extreme violence during its operations. Despite the callous indifference to human life displayed by Grock, prosecutors in West Illinois made the decision that the police officers would not be charged. Wow. So, as you can see, he wasn't charged, none of that. But let's go watch the video.
Screams for help. A distressed female subject could be heard yelling, "He's stabbing me." Officers force entry into the apartment.
So my question already, we see the guy, right? We see
entry into the apartment. Stabbing me. A distressed female subject could be heard yelling, "He's stabbing."
So when we go in the door, we see the guy. He's standing right here. Why you didn't take the shot then? Why did you wait for him to go get a baby? You should have took the shot then. But let's get back to the video.
Stabbing me.
See? That's him right there. Why you don't take the shot now? And then he's gonna run across here. You should have been took the shot if you was wanting to take the shot.
Officers force entry into the apartment.
And he got 2 knives. So he got the knives. The cop could take the clear shot right now, but he wanted to kill a 4-year-old. And I don't care what nobody say. He's a scumbag piece of shit. And I'm not saying anyone should do something to him, but this man and his family shouldn't have a moment of peace ever. Ever.
A Macomb police officer discharged a
As we see, he ran across and he had the knives. He ran across.
Macomb police officer discharged a single bullet. We will stop the video at this point out of respect for the deceased's family members. Following the discharge of the officer's firearm, the threat ended. Officers began rendering aid and called for medical personnel. Both the child and the suspect were pronounced deceased at the scene. We'll take a moment now to review additional details of the incident. When officers arrived on the scene, note the presence of blood on the walls of the stairwell.
Call police, open the door.
After identifying themselves and ordering occupants to open the door, a female subject could be heard yelling, "He's stabbing me." Officers then forced their way into the apartment after identifying themselves. The officer points their issued firearm at the naked adult male, identifies himself as police, and issues lawful commands to see the suspect's hands. The officer orders the female with injuries out of the home to safety. What happens next transpires in a matter of seconds, so we'll slow and stop the video occasionally for additional clarity and detail. Notice during the confrontation we can observe a knife in the suspect's left hand. We'll highlight the weapons when present.
Right, you see? Why you didn't take the shot then? Why would you take the shot after with a baby? You are a fucking retard. I hope your kids live a fucking miserable fucking life. Yeah, I know people could be like, oh, you're rude. No, where I'm from and what I believe in, the Bible says an eye for an eye. All you church people that won't believe in the Bible, y'all don't believe in everything in the Bible. An eye for an eye. So this baby's family should be able to shoot and kill that cop's child, right? An eye for an eye. I'm just saying.
As they're only visible for a short time during the incident. The suspect then lunges out of sight and a child is heard screaming. The suspect eventually reappears with a knife in each hand, holding the child to his chest, one knife around the child's waist and one around the child's throat. It should be noted this adult male is identified as the suspect. A Macomb officer discharged a single bullet. The threat ended. Officers began rendering aid and called for medical personnel. Both the child and the suspect were pronounced deceased at the scene.
Please, as you can see, you know, that's what happened. But how the hell do these cops not get charged? He had every shot. He could have shot this guy without the kid in his hand. He could have did a whole bunch of things. But who am I? I'm just a dumb dude in the hood who is on the hit list. I'm on that list of cops are able to shoot. They're able to shoot me. It doesn't matter that I'm a 50-year-old black man. I'm on that list. Cops have a list of people who they will kill. And as we can see in this town, Babies is on that list. Because he had every option to shoot that dude before he ran in there and got that kid. So, I hope you, just like me, and wish the worst for this officer. I hope you just like me and you wish that if this officer have kids, they suffer the same fate as this 4-year-old. And like I always say, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications. And if you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you. I salute you and you and you and you. And if you one of these haters that think these cops shouldn't be charged, cut the shit.